Signorina Kansapya Kalara Apile Lamindu. Good morning to everybody. The others are still connecting. No? No. Okay. Lakshita connected now. Lakshita is there, Manundu is there. Who else? The others are still finding the link. Kavi is there. Okay, so we can discuss the question I gave last day. We were in systems of police. Under that, we did several examples, and this is the one I gave for homework. Shall we see your answers? Check your answers. Uh, when you mark forces and accelerations diagram, first we take the forces. We can mark weights 10 mg, 2 mg, 3 mg, this one mg, this one the weight is again mg, this one has the weight 2 mg, right? Saviru Rini are connected now. Good morning to everybody. So we are discussing the question I gave last day, the last question for homework. We are in systems of police. In addition to these weights, we have the tensions in strings, right? Tensions in strings. Let's mark say P1, the tension in this string, and again P1 here in the same string, and on the other side here connected with this pulley, the tension T2 and P2 in this row. Let's take T3 and T3. I'll use color so that right. These are the forces acting on the system. Then we can mark accelerations. I'll mark the acceleration of this rope running over this fixed pulley. Shall I mark this bit? Right? You can mark it either ways. So I'll take it. Let's say some A. Then this rope running over this moving pulley, I'll mark some acceleration B. Right. Then this rope runs over again this moving pulley. I'll take it this way. I'm taking all in same direction, same circular direction. I took C. Then better we show acceleration of each part relative to the third frame. You are expected to write this. Accelerations. Yeah. Accelerations. A. Acceleration of A relative to the frame. It's going up at A. Right? Then we'll immediately go to the other end of the same row. So you see B there. acceleration of B relative to Earth frame is coming down at same A, the opposite direction, right? Then we go to C relative to Earth frame is taken up. This particle is taken up by this B, right? At the same time, it's taken down at this acceleration A. Okay, going up at B and at the same instant it's coming down at A. So someone watching it, observing it somewhere here on the ground relative to the Earth frame, right? So the acceleration will be, if I measure it upwards, the acceleration will be B minus A if I take it upwards. Okay. So it will be A minus B, rather B minus A. Then we go to the other moving pulley, D, acceleration of D relative to E. I have taken this, the upward direction. So at the other end, I'll take it downwards. Downwards, it will be, so it's coming down by D. This pulley is taken down by this acceleration B. At the same time, this is supporting, taking it further down by A. So measuring downwards, acceleration of this moving pulley is A plus B, right? A plus B. You can take it in any direction. You can take these accelerations in any direction. If you are the direction you are taking, if it is actually is in the same direction, you will get a positive value for your answer. If it's going the other direction, you will get a negative value, but you can't predict it at the beginning in which direction it is going, whether it's going up or down. This is not statics. We are in dynamics. It can be either way, right? You have to wait. You have to do the computations and find in which direction it's going actually. For the moment, you mark it the way you want, right? But the thing is, I'm going to write the equation. I mark it like this. I'm going to write the equations accordingly. So you have to be careful checking your equations, right? I am going to write the equations the way I have marked these things in the diagram. You could mark it even in the opposite direction, no problem. But there is no rule for that, right? So D relative to Earth, D relative to Earth, B is taken down by B and taken further down by A. So taking downwards, it will be A plus B, right? Then we go to acceleration of E. E relative to Earth, right? It's taken up at acceleration C. Up at acceleration C. At the same time, taken down by B and further by A. So going up at A, up at C, and going down at B and further down by A. So measuring upwards, the acceleration of E. Acceleration of E. I got EOS for that last day. Shall I change the names? If not, I will have to write EE here. E related to Earth. Shall I change this to F and this to D? Right? Please adjust it in your diagram. So F, I'll take F relative to Earth frame. F relative to Earth frame. Earth frame. It will be, if I take it up, the upward direction will be C minus B minus A. C minus B minus A. Right? Okay, finally, coming to G, acceleration relative to the Earth frame it will be taken down by C, taken down by C, further taken down by B, and also by A. If you measure the acceleration of G downwards, as the things in my diagram, so it will be downwards C plus B plus A, right? Downwards A plus B plus C. Okay, and now check the number of unknowns in the diagram. How many unknowns are there? How many unknowns are there? Yeah, 6. Machine says 6. What are they? Not Lakshita, not 3. What are the unknowns? What are the unknowns? Yeah, 3 accelerations and 3 tensions. Yes, 3 tensions are T1, T2, and T3. Yeah, 3 tensions T1, T2, and T3. 3 accelerations A, B, and C. Right? You have altogether. Yeah, A, B, C. Yes, yes. Uh, so there are 6 unknowns. Yes, your answers are correct. So how many equations do we need to obtain? 6 unknowns, then you will need 6 equations. Yes. Okay. You need 6 equations. 6 equations. To derive the equations, we apply F equals ma. Apply equations. We apply to derive equations. We apply F equals ma. Apply F equals ma on what to get 6 equations, right? So this is how you have to argue. නිකන් කනා පාරාව ගන්න එපා, ඔහේ ලියාගෙන යන්න එපා. එහෙම කරන්න නෙවෙයි මුලින් ගලම මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට උගන්වලා ඇත්තේ. right? Logically හේතු ඇතුව පිළිවෙලකට ලස්සනට වැඩ කරන්න. දැන් බලන්න මම උගන්වපු විදිහට diagram එක ගන්නලා තියෙන්නේ. මම කියලා කි diagrams එක පොඩ අඳින්න, පිළිවෙලට අඳින්න. right? Okay, so we want 6 equations. 6 equations. We apply F equals ma to get the 6 equations. Apply it on A, B, C, D, F, and G. So apply F equals ma to these things, these objects, the objects and the waves and the moving bodies. So we will get 6 equations, right? Okay, සමහර අය දැනුම නැගිටලා තියෙන්නේ. Anyway, good morning. කවුරුහරි අනගිට හැරවලා තියෙනවද? අංජනා දැනුම නැගිටලා තියෙන්නේ. Okay, දැන් ඉඳන් පාඩම බලා ගන්න. Right, so I'm going to write 6 equations. If you remember, I gave you some advice last day, not a rule. Some advice how to get these equations, how to apply F equals ma to get these equations, right? I told you it's better to follow these directions, right? If you apply on A, you follow this direction given you mark it here. So I mark it upwards. So I apply F equals ma to A upwards. F equals ma first to A upwards. So you get P1 minus 10 mg equals 10 m is the rate, and acceleration we mark it here. It is A, right? 10 m A. Right. Then you go to B. I told you if you apply pick a pin to one side of a row, then immediately go to the other side of the row, right? Not a row again for simplicity, right? For simplicity, so just go to the other side, and I applied for A. Now I go to the other side of the row. It is for B, and I told you if I apply upwards at one end of the row, then you go to the other side and apply in the opposite direction. So finally, you will get a system of equations which can be solved easily. Okay. So I go to B and apply downwards. When you take this moving pulley and draw it separately, the forces acting on it, here you see T1 upwards, 2mg coming down, and the effect of these two uh, via the rope. So effect of these two, it appears as T2 and T2, right? T2 and T2. So if you apply downwards, so this moving pulley will be 2mg plus 2T2 minus T1 equals to m is 2m, because ma acceleration we wrote it here, it is 2ma, right? In this should be marked accelerations of the moving pulleys. So, the same direction. No, not necessary. You can mark them the way you like. I mark this way. But be careful to write the equations accordingly. And you write down these things here, the accelerations related to the stem. That will make things easier to mark the accelerations in the when you show the accelerations in your equations. ඔකොලොත් කැමති විදිහට දාගන්න. දැන් වැඩි ඔකොලො එක එක නැති එක විදිහට නේද නැත්තේ. මම දැන් මම කැමති විදිහට දාගත්තා. දැන් මම equation මාක් කරපු විදිහට තමයි මම equations ලියාගෙන යන්නේ. පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් එනවා ඔකොලො වෙන විදිහට දාගෙනවා. එක්ක පරිස්සමෙන් බලන්න. If not, you can quickly draw another diagram and mark the things the same way I mark them, and you can check with your equations, with my equations. No? Not necessarily in the same direction, not necessarily in this direction or that direction. You can decide it, right? මට ඒ තුන විදිහට මම දන්නේ. The directions. Okay, and then I go to the rate C and apply it the way I marked it here, upwards. C upwards. On C, again acting on the in the upper direction, it's T2, T2 minus T3, again minus T3, T2 minus 2T3, and there is minus Mg also, right? Sorry, my C is this. I'll go to C here. First I'll go to C. I'll go to C this way. Apply, for C I apply upwards. Upwards is T2 minus 3mg. C upwards, T2 minus 3mg equals 3m times. For C upwards, acceleration we have written here earlier, so it's B minus A. Equation number 3. Then for the fourth, I go to D and apply in this direction downwards, right? No. We don't know whether acceleration of A is upwards or downwards. ඒක ඔයගොල්ලෝ පටන් ගන්නකොට කැමති පැත්තකට දාගන්න. කැමති පැත්තකට දාගන්න. Still we don't know until you find it at the end. If it's in the direction that I mark, then you will get a positive value. If it's in the opposite direction, so I'll get a negative value. No problem. කැමති පැත්තකට දාගන්න. The same answer. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Whatever the direction you mark, upwards or downwards, you will get the same answer. If you mark upwards and get a positive value, for someone who marked downwards, it will be a negative value. That's all. For B downwards, yeah, it has to be minus 2T2. I told it, but when I wrote it incorrectly. It has to be minus 2T2. There are two T2s. Yeah, it should be, yeah, plus 2T2. Downwards, yeah, plus 2T2. Yes. Yeah, plus 2T2. Yeah, I agree. Then let's go to D. D downwards. We have 2 times T3 coming down. 2 times T3 minus plus mg and minus T2. Right? Equals m times the acceleration of D is written here. Acceleration is a plus b. Equation number 4. Okay. Then I go to F relative to F, apply upwards. On F upwards, there is T3 minus mg. T3 minus mg, that's the left hand side, forces. T3 minus mg equals m times F equals m a. Acceleration is given here, c minus b minus a. Equation number 5. And finally, number 6 is given by G. For G, we apply the downward direction, right? G downwards 2mg minus T3. 2mg minus T3 equals 2m is the mass. Acceleration we have written it here, right? Acceleration is a plus, measure downwards, it will be a plus b plus c. Equation number 6. Now, first of all, you have to check these equations. Now, it will be a problem if you have marked, especially the accelerations in other directions, opposite directions, at least one of them. These things will be adjusted accordingly. Then the right hand side of the equations will not be the same. කමක් නැහැ ඔයගොල්ලෝ කැමති පැත්තකට මාර්ක් කරලා තිබුණා නම් පුතත් පර්සනේ බලන්න. Say if you have marked B in the other direction, then in every expression here B should be replaced by minus B. then this will be minus b, here it will be a minus b, and this has to be plus b, here it has to be minus b. ඔගොල්ලෝ අනිත් පැත්තට මාර්ක් කරලා තියෙනවා නම් මාර්ක් කරලා තියෙනවා නම් මම b ලියලා තියෙන හැමදාම minus b දාන්න වෙනවා. මම a ලියලා තියෙන අනිත් පැත්තට දාලා තියෙනවා නම් a මම a ලියලා තියෙන හැමදාම minus a දාන්න වෙනවා. that's what you have to do. එහෙම නැත්නම් අලුතෙන් ඩයග්‍රෑම් එකක් ආපහු ඇඳලා මේ විදිහට මාර්ක් කරලා මේ ස්ටෙප් කරන්න පුළුවන්. you can check the equations, right? The first thing that is that we need the equations correctly. Thereafter we can discuss how to solve them. हम विनाडी देखा देना एक कोई टिक लिया था मैंने तो को लिए तो मैं परीक्षा का लगा Finished, everybody? Or not yet? Done? The others? Yes or not? Yes? Yes? Finished? Okay. Seems to be okay, everybody. Now we have to discuss how to solve these equations. Before that, there were some questions last day about uh, the frames. What frames? Done. Okay. One more the particular inertial frames, right? There were questions about inertial frames. You are, if you are interested about inertial frames, I'll say one or two words more. If you have an inertial frame, this is some inertial frame, inertial. If you have some inertial frame, right, then any frame which moves at uniform acceleration, this is the frame F, there is some frame F dash, some frame F dash here, here is O and here is O dash. If F is an inertial frame, right, if F dash moves at a uniform velocity relative to F, then you can consider F dash also an inertial frame, right? Any frame moving at a uniform velocity in or with reference relative to an inertial frame is also an inertial frame. In that sense, we take the Earth frame as an inertial frame. So a car moving on ground at a uniform velocity. So for the moment it's an inertial frame. It's correct. But I told you that in general a car is not an inertial frame. As long as it's moving at uniform velocity or it's at rest, it will be an inertial frame. But the car accelerates or decelerates, right? If it accelerates or decelerates for the moment, it becomes a frame which is not inertial. So in general, a car is not an inertial frame, but if it maintains some velocity related to the frame during that period, it can be considered for the moment an inertial frame. All these equations usually you apply in mechanics related to Earth frame. So that's why we started by writing down accelerations relative to the Earth frame, right? inertial frames ගැන කතන්දරේ ටිකක් සංකීර්ණයි mechanics වල. අපිට අර ඉලෙල් පන්තිදී විස්තර කරන්න පුළුවන්. දුරට තමයි මම විස්තර කරේ. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට උනන්දුවක් තියෙනවා නම් තව ටිකක් හොයලා බලන්න. අර ඕක යනවා Galilean frames කියලා જાතියක් තියෙනවා. Galilean equations කියලා. ගොඩක් වෙලාට ඉලෙල් පන්තියෙන් එහාදී තමයි උගන්වන්නේ. right? අසල් තියෙනවා පොඩ්ඩක් ඒවල බලන්න. इंटरनेट पे सर्च करो तो राइट right now we have 6 equations. Let's plan to solve it, right? Okay. How to start? Where to start? Give me a plan to start with to solve the 6 equations. What do you do to start with? We should be able to solve the equations quickly. What's the best thing to do? Yeah, 5 plus 6. Yeah, add 5 and 6. May I know who is connected with this name? Wickrema Agency. මට ඔය නම කියන්න අමාරුයිනේ. Anybody in the class or comment or okay, anyway, your idea is correct. Ranindu also says 5 plus 6. Yeah, you add 5 and 6 intending to get rid of Nisakya. Sorry, Nisakya. Like Nadana Nama. නැත්තම් ඔයා පන්තිට ආව දවසක් මම කතා කරන්න වෙන්නේ Wickrema Agency කියලා. ඒක හොඳ නෑ. Okay. Right, 5 plus 6, you add them intending to get rid of A3. So you will get an equation consisting A, B, and C, right? You will get an equation consisting A, B, and C. Now we should plan. Then it has to be the plan has to be to take 2 more equations of A, B, and C only. A, B, and C only. That means getting rid of these, right? Okay. How to get another? How to get another of A, B, and C only without tensions? Four plus 3 plus 6. Let's see. 4 plus 3. Yeah, 3 plus 4. If you add these two, T2 will cancel. Yeah, it's correct. T2 will cancel, but still T3 will remain. T3 will remain. To get rid of T3, there is one problem, Ranindu. To get rid of T3, it's not sufficient. You just add this because it's 2T3 here. 2T3 here. Yeah. You have to multiply this by 2 and add. So 3 plus 4 plus 2 times T3. Okay? Yeah. So the next has to be 3 plus 4 plus 2 into 6 plus 2 into 6. Now we have 2 equations of A, B, and C, but not sufficient. You need another. How to get the third and the last? You say 2 plus 6, 2 plus 6, something missing. Is that something missing? 2 plus 6 is not sufficient. It has to be not just 2 plus 6. 2 into 6. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Now my question is, 1 plus 2. You have these two, 1 and 2. Yeah, you get rid of P1. Yeah, you get rid of P1. You get rid of P1, but P2 will remain. To get rid of P2, you can multiply this by 2 and subtract. Correct. Yeah. 1 plus 2, that will take P1 off, then multiply this by 2 and subtract. So 1 plus 2 minus 2 times P3. Your idea is correct. Okay. So then you another equation of A, B, and C. Then you have to solve those three. Now මේ equations තුන ගන්න ඊටු ටික ඔයගොල්ලෝ තනියෙන් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. බලමු. 5 plus 6. 5 plus 6. The right hand side will be, when you add this to 2MA minus MA. Finally, all M's will cancel off. So it's 2MA minus MA. That will give just A. B times 2MB minus MB. M terms will cancel. That will give 2MB minus MB. Again, plus B. Then C times 2MC plus MC, that will be 3C as in catalog. The other side, when you add 5 and 6, the left hand side, P3 will cancel off, giving 2MG minus MG, that will be MG, M will cancel, giving G. That's equation number 7. Right? Ravini is there. Here go Ravini. I haven't seen you last day. Yes. Another class. Okay. But last day we did not this. Last day we did a circle. Okay. Yesterday. So this is equation number 7, right? Then for the next equation, so we said 3 plus 4 plus at the same time 2 into 6, right? So you can't waste your time simplifying this. You have to do it quickly, right? Plan it and do it quickly. This is the quickest path, right? 3 plus 4. I'll go to the other side, the right hand side. 3 plus 4, 8 terms, MA minus 3MA. So W minus 2ma as n cancel off. It will be minus 2a. Minus 2a. No, 3 plus 4. When you add these two, minus 3 plus 1, and this will give plus 4. Yeah, 4, 5, minus 8. It will be plus 2a. Plus 2a. Okay. Plus 2a. Then what about b terms? 3 plus 4. 3mb plus mb, 4mb. 4mb plus this into 2. That's another 4. So altogether 8mb as n catalog, it will be plus 8b. Yes. That's the meter. Then what about C? There is no C in chain or 4, but here we have a C. You multiply by 2. 6 by 2 will be plus 4C. Okay? That will be plus 4C. The other side, 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4. T1 and T1 and 3 plus 4. T2 and T3 will disappear. You don't have to pay your attention in T terms, tensions, but the MGs will remain. Minus 3 plus 1, that will be minus 2 mg. This multiplied by 2 plus 4. So altogether it will be plus 2 mg. M cancels, giving 2g. So that's equation number 8. Right? And finally, 1 plus 2 minus 3 into 2. 1 plus 2, you go to the other side, right hand side. Okay. 1 plus 2 will be yeah, 1 plus 2, 12a, 12a minus this into 2, minus this into 2, that will change to plus 6 again. So 12 plus 6 will be 18a. 18a. In b terms, this has no b, this has no b, this multiplied by 2 and subtracted will be minus 6b. Minus 6b, right? Minus 6b. Yeah, now the other side, you add these two, T1 and T2 will disappear. You can forget it. When you add these two, that will be minus 8 mg. You subtract this multiplied by 2, plus 6 mg. So minus 8 and plus 6 will be minus 2 mg altogether. Yeah, minus 2g as in cancel off. So I have forgotten right here. This equation you can all the terms you can divide by 2, right? And better we do that. Dividing by 2, a plus 4b plus 2c plus b. It has a much simpler form. This also can be divided by 2, giving 9a minus 3b equals minus g. So these are the three equations we get of A, B, and C. You agree with these equations, everybody? Or you have any agree with these equations? 7, 8, and 9. So the rest will be easier for you. Yeah. Okay, the rest will be easier for you. I'm not going to solve these three equations. एक ओवरऑल मैथ्स में वो कोई तो टिक करेगा नहीं. Anybody solve? If so, you can give the answers of A. What is the value of A, B, and C? You agree with these equations? Anybody solve? What is the value of A? If not, you can do it later. We have to go to another topic. Okay. Running says A equals 4G over 51. Anybody agree with that? So B wala equation 9mg minus T1. B wala equation है B wala no, it's wrong. I drew it earlier. No, the equation of B is wrong. Equation of B is, you draw it again, equation of B. Yeah, Ishan, we are discussing the homework question I gave last day. I have erased the diagram, and these are the equations now we are solving them. B वाला equation के लिए ना कि मांग कालिंग विस्तार करा. Forces acting on B, T1, T2, T2, and 2mg. Acceleration, I wrote, if I'm not mistaken, downwards A plus B, the acceleration. Equation of B is x equals m applying upwards, downwards. Sorry, acceleration of B is just A that coming down. So downwards will be 2t2 plus 2mg minus p1 equals mass is 2m, acceleration is A. Okay, now writing this as A equals 4g by 51. 4g by 51. Anybody agree with that? Negative 4g by negative 4g by 51. Yeah, negative. Okay, I just have seen it. Anyway, you can solve this. You can solve this. B is 5 over 5g maybe. 5g over 51 for B. 5g. It has to be 5g over 51. Very good. Yeah. Okay, so you can solve the three equations and get the answers. So I don't think that we have to stay much any longer. In this question, there is something more to discuss in this police problems, right? Okay. So I'll leave it for you and go to the other topic. Go to the next topic. Okay, you agree with those answers. It's good. Tanima kalla balanna mai. Huh? Right. In some systems of police, solving the problems of systems of police, uh, you see that you need to derive most of the time one equation, one additional equation using differentiation, right? We will see how to do that. How to get an equation by differentiation in these problems. Okay. Uh, to get an equation by differentiation. Okay. I'll explain it with an example. The thing is, you need this to apply differentiation to get another equation in this case, right? In the case where there is a moving pulley, there's a pulley moving in loop, right? Loop of a rope. So we'll explain that also. When there is a pulley moving in a rope or moving in a loop, right? Uh, okay. So we'll see this with an example. In a system, take a system like this. You have two fixed pulleys. Some example. There's a rope going over the pulleys, and there's another pulley here, a moving pulley, and two masses are hanging from the two ends of the rope. The same rope going over, running everywhere. Say this mass is 2m, this is 3m, and this is m. Name them A, B, C. Okay. So this pulley is placed in a loop of the rope, right? So that's the case we are considering. When there is a pulley moving in a loop, now the story is different. The way you mark the things, the accelerations, especially accelerations, is different here, right? Uh, okay. The question is find the acceleration of each particle and the moving pulley. Okay, and the moving pulley, and also the tension in the stream. So I think it's better you take it down first, the topic and diagram, then we can discuss how to work it out. Hari, tangkalan agad diagram itu. Done. Okay, shall we go to the answer of this? How to work it out? Now let's mark the things that we need in the diagram: accelerations and forces. You will have to draw another diagram. This is for the question. You need another for the answer, right? Draw another for the answer, and let's mark the things that we need. Right. The difference here is first we'll mark the forces, the tensions and weights. Okay, tensions and weights. So weights are 2 mg, and 3 mg, right? Then the rope. I have forgotten to write earlier in the diagram I have written for the question. You can identify this, not in this diagram, in the diagram you did for the question, you can identify this as the pulley moving in a loop. Having diagram the pulley moving in a loop. So that's the questioning. The pulley moving in a loop. Method answer for the question, the previous diagram, better you show that the pulley moving in a loop. The rope is inextendable. The pulleys have to be smooth. Yeah, those are the requirements. Okay, I will erase it here. It's not for this diagram. It's for the previous diagram. Okay. Now what is the difference here? Yeah, the difference is the way you mark acceleration, right? Earlier we marked accelerations around the pulleys. So if you don't have this, it's hanging here. So if this is going down at some A, this will also be going up. This will follow it, going up at the same A. But can you say so for this system? So can I mark it like this? From A, that means this is going down at A, at the same time this is coming up at A. Is it valid here? In this situation where the pulley is moving in a loop, yeah, it's not valid because this might also be coming going down or maybe coming up. That will also affect the acceleration of this. So here there is no point of marking acceleration around the pulley. We did it for the previous problems, right? The previous cases, but not for this situation where there is a pulley moving in a loop. So that is the difference. That is the difference here, right? So you can't, no point of marking acceleration like this around the pulley. So instead, we will mark accelerations independently for these three objects. For the moment. So we will mark accelerations independently for the three objects. You can decide the directions. Shall I mark so it's going down at A, this one going down at A, or even you can mark it in the opposite direction. So for this I mark going up at A, going up at some B, going up at some B. For this so I mark downwards at some C. Downwards at some C. Moreover, we have to mark the tension in the string. It's the same string running everywhere. So the tension or tensions, the same string. These are smooth pulleys, right? So it has to be the tension, the same tension. Yeah, one tension. Yes. Yeah, one tension. So marks the same T. Same T. Now the question is, look at the diagram. How many unknowns are there? How many unknowns are there in this diagram now? Yeah, there are four. Four are, four are ABC accelerations and the tension T, right? And the second question, By applying F equals ma, our second question, by applying F equals ma to the parts, how many equations can you obtain applying F equals ma? Right? The same way things are not applicable here. You can't predict because it's not static. They are in dynamics. Even though the rates are the same, when the system starts to move, things can be really different, right? So we are discussing the moving systems. So the weight you can't predict anything, right? Yeah, yeah. You can by applying F semi, you can derive three equations, not two semi. It's three, not two. You can derive three equations. You can apply F equals ma to this and this as well. You can get three equations, but there are four unknowns. Four unknowns A, B, C, and T. Right? There are four unknowns, but using F equals ma, you can derive only three equations. So we are short of one equation. That's the problem here, right? With the pulley moving in a loop. So what is the solution for that? We need another equation now. So how to derive that? Can we write the acceleration at A to be in the opposite direction? This one. Yeah, if you want, you mark it upwards, no problem. There's no rule. If this is correct, you get a positive value. If the way I have marked is not the same actual direction, I'll get a negative value for that. I can come on now. Right? Right. So we are short of one equation. So how to get that equation is the question. Right. It is for that we use differentiation. Okay. Uh, Differentiation. So what do we do here? This is the new thing here, right? Listen carefully, everybody. So I mark this length, the distance from this fixed pulley to this moving object. So I take this as the reference point, some reference level, reference point, and from that I measure the distance to this moving object. Say some x, some x. Uh, so understand it clearly. This is my reference point, and from this point I measure the position of the distance to the moving part, right? I measure it from here to here. This is my reference point. Okay. Similarly, this as the pulley moves up or down, this length will vary, right? So I give some name to that part also. Say some y. Take that distance as y, changing distance, right? It's not fixed. It varies as the pulley moves. Then another variable distance here, I take it as some z. This is my reference point. From this reference point to this moving object, I take the distance as some z. Right? Uh, in this diagram, for this particular problem, I have taken the things at the same, these reference levels, points at the same level, but it's not necessary. It can be you are taking the distance to this from this point, and for the other one from some other point. Even one can be measured vertically while the other distance is measured horizontally. That depends upon how the diagram is. For this one, for convenience, I have taken all the lengths from this fixed level, right? Uh, now, now x is the distance from this reference point to this moving pulley. X is measured downwards. If I take x dot, I differentiate this x with respect to t. What would I get? X dot. What is x dot? Practically here, what is x dot? X dot gives what? Velocity. Yeah, velocity of wave. Correct. Correct. Velocity of wave. Yeah, your answer is correct. Uh, Velocity of wave. X dot. I am measuring downwards. So x dot will be in this direction. So will be x double dot. So x double dot will give then x double dot will be equal to acceleration. Yes, acceleration, right? So again, x double dot is measured downwards. I am measuring it downwards, and I have marked acceleration also downwards. Yeah. So then x double dot will be equal to a. X double dot will represent a, right? X double dot will be equal to a. What about y double dot? Y double dot. Y double dot is equal to b. Y double dot is equal to b. Are you sure? Y double dot is equal to b. It gives acceleration of b, acceleration of the moving pulley. But my question is it equal to b? Y double dot is equal to b. No. Then what is the answer? Not BO2. No, not BO2. Yeah. Then what is it? Ah, yeah. Ravini says minus b. Yeah, that is the answer. Minus b, minus b. After many answers, the answer, it is minus b. Here, y double dot gives the acceleration of the moving pulley b. It's all correct. But y dot, I measure from this reference point downwards. So y double dot are measured downwards, but we mark the acceleration of the moving pulley b upwards. So it has to be y double dot equals minus b, not to be yeah, not to be, not to y, not anything. It has to be minus b. Is that clear, everybody now? X double dot is measured downwards. We have taken a also downwards. Therefore, x double dot is directly equal to a. This time, y double dot, y is measured downwards. So in the y double dot is this way, but we have taken b upwards. Therefore, y double dot should be equal to minus b. Okay. Similarly, what about z double dot? Z double dot equals, yeah, it equals c directly. Yes, it equals c, because z double dot, this is the reference point. It is measured downwards. So z double dot is measured directed downwards. So is c. Therefore, they are the same. Z double dot is equal to c. Are the things clear so far? We have marked the length in some length in the diagram, and then we derive the relationship of those lengths and the accelerations. Okay. Okay, if it's clear so far, now the next step is this. Okay, next step is this. Now I'm going to take the total length of this row. Total length of this row. Total length is given by. Yeah, somebody give an expression for the total length of the string. Total length of the string. Give the total length expression for the total length of the string. X plus y plus z plus k. Then it says now k means says x plus y plus z plus k. Then it says x plus 2y plus z plus some constant, maybe x plus 2y plus z. Yes, not x plus y plus z. Not x plus y plus z. Y appears twice. One part here, another here. It has to be x plus 2y plus z. X plus 2y total length 2y plus z, and there might be another part. All these x, y, z are variable parts. They change vary with the time, right? X plus x, y, z. These means vary with time, but yeah, there is another part here over the running over the pulley, but those parts are fixed. They don't change with time, right? Other than this, x plus 2y plus z, plus there is another fixed part, right? This part, those are fixed. They don't change with time. So x plus 2y plus z plus that fixed part is equal to the total length. It's equal to total length. Okay. Yeah, you take this to the other side. Total length minus k. The total length of the string, it doesn't vary. It's fixed. Total length of string is fixed because the string is inextensible. It is fixed. Then as a whole, the right hand side is right. Total length minus k is fixed. So it's so x plus 2y plus z as a whole, it is a constant, right? So this is equal to a constant. Yeah, x plus 2y plus z is equal to a constant, right? Now I'm going to differentiate this with respect to t. So I have some equation here. Differentiating this with respect to t, the time t, I get x plus 2y dot plus z dot equals, this is constant. Differentiating that, you get 0, right? Then I differentiate it again. To w x double dot plus 2y double dot plus z double dot equals 0. The double dot equals 0. X double dot is equal to a plus 2 y double dot is equal to minus b plus z double dot is equal to c equals 0. So this gives an equation. If you want, you can make b the subject. So wb equals a plus c over 2. So we get some equation here. So we were short of one equation. Applying f equals ma, you can derive only 3 equations, but we needed 4. we needed an extra equation, and this is it. This is extra equation, what we got by differentiating the total length of the string. So this is the additional equation. So this is similar to the previous examples. You apply frequency into this, and get three more equations, altogether four. You solve the four equations to solve for A, B, C, and T. So that's how we get the extra equation, right? So you can take it down. After this, and further you can write down the other equations, the normal three equations by applying frequency. Then we'll see how to solve them and find A, B, C, and T. Okay, everybody? So you can take it down and write down the other equations, this and the other three also, right? I'll give you a few minutes. You can do that. dot. The dot means always differentiating with respect to time. The rate dot. This is one given as the q dot. Newton's Pauling law. The rate of change. Dot is written always for the rate of change. The derivative with respect to the time. ඇයි අන්ජනාගේ ෆෝන් එකට මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? ෆෝන් එකේ ඔබන්නේ බව ෆෝන් එකේ නේවා. මෙච්චර ප්‍රශ්නයක් තිබුණේ නැහැ. මෙච්චර ප්‍රශ්නයක් තිබුණේ නැද්ද? Okay, now write down the three equations, the normal equations by applying efficacy in A. Efficacy in to say A downwards, you get 2mg minus T equals 2ma. 2mg minus T equals 2ma. Then we go to B upwards. Upwards will be 2t minus mg, 2t minus mg equals m times 2t minus mg equals m times acceleration is v, but we don't need to keep v. Keep in v, so you can replace it by a plus c over 2. So I'll do so. A plus c over 2, number 2. Right? So now two equations of A and C, and then I go to C, right? I go to C and apply downwards. C and downwards. 3mg minus T equals 3mc. Now you can forget this first equation. You can forget that first equation because here you take this 2, 3 and 4. 2, 3 and 4. 2, 3 and 4. We have only three unknowns, P, A and B. A and C, sorry. P, A and C. So three unknowns and three equations. So these three are sufficient. Now you can solve them, right? So if you have written these three equations, so you can do the rest. Just solve them. Solving three equations is easy for you. After getting a third level. In third equation, M is missing. Yeah. Yes, M is missing. Yes, it has to be there. I replace B by A plus CO2, right? Now I can give you a question from past papers. A question from past papers. I draw the diagram. This is from 1990. 1991 paper. This is from 1991 paper. This is the diagram. May kanda ka na dyan? This is how it's given in the diagram, right? You are given x, this length x and this length y in the diagram, the question, but you will see that's not enough. That's what given in the diagram. I just used it. Okay, you can try that. Copy the diagram and start your answer. You will need another diagram for the answer, right? 1991 A levels, yes. Green color. (1991) A level question. This is M, this is simple M, this is capital M, and this is M dash. This is M dash, the capital M, and simple M. Yeah. I know. No. This is M, simple M, capital M, and M dash. Right? මේක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කරගෙන යන්න පුළුවන්. තනියම කරගෙන යන්න. Kavithi, Yeah, two questions. Give me a minute. One question up here. Number two, yes, that's what I told you. In the question, it's a past paper question. In the question, you are given x and y only, but it's not sufficient. So you have taken another. That is this length. So we will take it as Swami said. Yes, you will need that. Then here you see a moving pulley in a loop, right? As soon as seen that, you know that you have to get one equation by differentiation. So better you start by that. First get the equation that you get by differentiation. It is x. I'll mark accelerations say a in this direction. A in this direction. B chemically done is coming down, and C also coming down. Then x double dot will be equal to x is measured from here, this point, this is the reference point to that direction, right? So x double dot is equal to minus a. Y double dot is equal to c, and z double dot is equal to, because y is measured from this point downwards, and c is also marked in the same direction. So y double dot is equal to c. Similarly, z double dot will be equal to b. Okay, and so we get x plus 2z plus y. You can these parts are fixed. These parts are fixed. Then the rest, the variable parts, x plus 2z plus y, x plus y plus 2z. Thus the addition will be equal to a constant. Reference point. Kavithi Education from some fixed point you take as reference point. This is the reference point. I want to find the distance of this object, so I take it from here. They have given, and if you need to find the position of this, you measure it from this fixed point. Naturally, this is the point you take. It was matter for this pulley. This part will appear only once. So we take from here this part, and this will be again a fixed part. Okay, it will be another fixed part. So we can say x plus y plus 2z is equal. It's a constant. That's all we need. Because a constant, differentiating twice, you get x double dot plus 2y double dot, plus y double dot plus 2z double dot equals 0. X double dot is equal to minus a, y double dot is equal to c, z double dot is equal to b equals 0. So we get like, if you want, you can make b the subject, b equals a minus c over 2. This is the first equation we get by to take B and C downwards. We don't know the actual directions. B, C, A una tonang anik factor dagan. Saman B downwards or upwards, no problem. But this you have to mark accordingly. Okay. B, C una meter dagan. You can mark like that. You can mark in any of the direction. Yeah, you can take A equals to B plus C. But finally it will be, you will see that you will need it in this form once you write the other equation. And if the equation is clear, then you will see this will be more useful. Not now. You will see it later. So we derive one equation and we can get three more applying ethical symmetry to A, B, and C. Uh, Sorry, I haven't completed the diagram. I have marked the forces, weights, and tension. It's the same tension all along the string. Yep. Finally, these are the three equations we get by applying a frequency may. You can check the answers. The equations, sorry, you can check the equations you got by applying a frequency may. These have to be correct before anything. So you have the equations, everybody? But the equations. So we can plan how to solve them. Yeah, we can plan how to solve them, and this is our task. Hmm? Okay, let's plan it, and this is what we need. This time we need an expression containing t. So as we have done in the previous examples, several previous examples, do we get rid of t at the beginning? So our plan earlier in all the examples was to get rid of t at the beginning. What do you think? We do the same here. Let's get rid of t and get an equation of a and c. And that all this. No, you don't need to do so because we need an expression containing t. Better we try the other way around. We try to get rid of a and c and get the expression for t. So how to get rid of a and c? Right? Look at these two equations. To get rid of a and c, here you have a minus c over 2. The best thing to do we again create a minus. You can again create a minus c, or maybe a minus c or 2 from these two equations. You can create a minus c from these two. What do you do to get a minus c? You can multiply this by m dash, this by m dash, and this by m, and subtract. So that will give a minus c. So you can take that equation consisting a minus c. You can take it with this and get rid of a minus c. So you will get an expression of containing t. Okay. So that's the quickest way of solving these three equations. Multiply this by m dash, this by m, and subtract. Okay. 1 into m dash minus 3 into m. So t is common. This multiplied by m dash, subtract, this will change to plus. That will give plus tm. So we take t from out of these two. That will give m dash plus m. And further, this is multiplied by m and subtracted. That will give minus m dash. Minus m dash g. On the other side, we multiplied this by m dash, this by m, and subtracted. So m dash is common. That will give a minus c, right? Equals m dash number 4. Equation number 4. Now from these two equations, from the second and the fourth that we have just obtained, from this equation number 2 and number 4, we can eliminate a minus c as a whole. A minus c at the same time. So there will give an expression containing t only, no a, no c, right? So to get rid of a minus c, better we multiply this by 2, rather 2 mm dash. We multiply this by 2 mm dash, 2mm dash, this by just capital M, this by just capital M, and subtract this by capital M, this by 2mm dash, and subtract. Sekarang barang tanya. This by capital M minus this into 2m in to capital this into 2m dash. So the left hand side, we take p out, m dash plus m. When you subtract, this is going to plus 2mg plus no plus I have taken p out plus 4m equals on the other side and that's the p term. Further, this will give minus, when you subtract minus, not 3, I am taking 2, right? I am taking 2, not 3. I am taking 2, that will give term without t. This is multiplied by 2m dash minus, so that will give 2m dash g minus 2 equals on the other side minus 2 and taken together with this will be minus 3 equals 0. The other side will disappear. Okay, the other side will disappear and you can take this to the other side. Shall I write them here? I take this to the other side. So t times m dash plus m plus 4m equals 3 m dash g, right? And now we need to get this expression. To get that it's simple. What do you do? You can divide. To come to this, you can divide everything by m dash, right? Divide everything by m dash. See, you get this. Eva, itu screen-nya dikasih ke dia. Ini screen-nya dikasih juga. Nah, kalau ini screen-nya. Bisa ya? Satu ini. Ini alat. Finished up to that, everybody? After the first answer? First answer? This one? Yes, yes. Okay. What about the others? Yes or no? No, Hari, no problem. Right now, the last part, you have to show this. OM. You divide by M dash. No, there is a problem. Yes. Yeah, give me a minute. Something missing. Here, macam mengharapkan kalau 4 into M, 4 into M, 4 into M, this have to be multiplied by capital M. Now, macam something missing there. 4 into M, 4 into M, this have to be multiplied by capital M. This by MM dash. Yes, මෙතන මම ලියලා තුන වැරදි තමයි. ඒක හදාගන්න. Then it has to be එතන මට වැරදිලා තියෙනවා. Anyway, this step is correct, right? හරි නේද? Right. දැන් හරි නේද? Yeah, මගේ අර තිබුණා දේවල්. දැන් හරි. Now, I'll come to the last part. Last part, the condition is this pulley is at rest. So what is the requirement? This pulley is at rest. This pulley is at rest. What is the requirement? Yeah, acceleration v is equal to 0. Correct. V is equal to 0. Acceleration v is equal to 0. Acceleration means acceleration v is equal to 0. ඒක දාමු අපි කොතනද? V is equal to 0. මෙතන දාන්න බලන්නේ. It is B here. Equation number 2. It is B. This is B. So B is equal to A minus CO2. So you get mg, when B is 0, you get mg minus 2t equals 0. So by 2 you get equals 0, that is A minus CO2 equals 0. So by 2 you get mg minus 2t equals 0. So make either down pulani, you get t equals mg over 2 equals mg over 2. Yeah, equals c, or equals c, or this side is equal to 0, right? So this side is 0, so you get mg minus 2t equals 0, t equals mg over 2. We want an expression without t, the relationship of capital M, simple M and dash. That we need to make that one right? Now you can finish it. Number 5. So we can apply this in 5. Substituting 5, c will be replaced by mg over 2. Into OOM plus 1 OM plus 1 OM dash. On the other side it is 3G. Can you open this bracket? Capital M will cancel, you get like 2G plus like G will cancel. No need of writing G. G will cancel off on either side. So that will give 2 over M plus this gives just 2. 2 plus capital M times 1 over M plus 1 over M dash equals 3. Capital M 1 over M plus 1 over M dash equals 1 divided by this 1 over M plus 1 over M dash equals 1 over M. Isn't that the answer? Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, I have divided by capital M. 2 something missing. Oh, I am okay. You want to divide by capital M? Capital M will go to the other side and we'll make it 3 over M. Are we? Now open this. And now term will give 6 over M. Hmm? So you get like, now take this to the other side, 1 over M plus 1 over M dash equals 6 over M minus 4 over M. So that gives 2 over M. Yeah, yeah. Yes. So that is the answer. Finish, everybody? Yes. What about the others? Yes. හරි. ඕකොල්ලෝ එක ඉවර නම් අපිට අද දැක උතනින් නවත්තන්න පුළුවන්. මම වැඩිම ගණන් දෙන්නේ නැහැ පොලිස් වලට. හේතුව මේ next day we start motion of the wedge. So most of the questions of motion of the wedge are connected with pulleys also, right? So when we do wedges, we'll be doing together with pulleys. So that is the ප්‍රශ්න අපි එතකොට කරමු. For the moment, you can type 2005 for homework. 2005. I'm giving that only. 2005, and next day we can do start motion of the wedge, right? ඒ ගණන් වල police තියෙන හැමතැනම. So you will learn more about pulleys when we start motion of a wave. Happening නම් දැනට as B stationary. B stationary. This is stationary. You release the system from rest. Usually that's how in questions you first keep the system at rest and then release. Once you release it, this was at rest at the beginning, and it in order to be at rest for no motion of B, it was at rest. Now for no motion of B, so it doesn't start motion, so its acceleration has to be 0. If B stays at this position, no motion of B, its acceleration has to be 0 because it was at rest at the beginning, right? So simple B equals 0. Right. එහෙමනම් ඔය ගන්න හදන්න අනිත් දවසේ අපි බලමු තව ගණන් together with the wedges. එහෙනම් දැනට අපි අදට ඔය පාඩම ඔතනින් නවත්වනවා. හරි. ඔයගොල්ලෝ හැමෝටම නිරෝගී සුවය ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා. බුදු සරණයි.